Are estate agents paid enough? Today I'm joined by James Humphries-Stone, who is Ex Purplebricks director, now set up his own estate agency. James, why do you think UK estate agents are not paid enough? Talk to me.
I believe that UK estate agents aren't paid enough, Chris, because we are employed to look after the majority of the public's number one asset, their biggest tax-free asset, let's say that. And so when you see promotions for recruitment where the basic salary is in the early 20,000s and the overall package is
What's this for? A valuer?
For a valuer, neg even lower than that. And that comes on to a different topic in just a moment. My belief is that when you're looking after the public's single biggest asset, that is not enough.
Why do you think the average fee in 2006 was 1.6%? Today it's 1%. I know house prices have gone up, but even when you reflect that, we are still earning in real terms £1,000 less per property. Why have fees come down in the industry? Because that's what pays the wages.
Yeah. So if we're going back to the fees, it becomes full circle in my opinion, because people aren't getting paid well enough. It becomes about KPIs and, like we talked about, pie charts and market share. And so people are buying market share through lower fees. The competition has tightened with the introduction of the online agents. And I think what a lot of agents did when the likes of Purplebricks, I was part of that, but when Purplebricks came about, is rather than say, okay, let's show the public how we're different and or better, they simply went, we've got to cut our cloth accordingly.
Would it surprise you that, because the home buying survey by the Property Academy used to be the Sunday Times Awards, and now it's the Best Estate Agent Guide. I've tracked the average fee every single year since 2006. And when Purplebricks opened in 2014, it made no difference. If you track the online agents made no difference whatsoever to the average fee.
Interesting. So the fees haven't directly been impacted by the introduction of online.
If you track it, every single year, it is a almost perfect straight line. And Purplebricks came in 14. Make no difference. There's no dip or anything. It's just a straight line. Most of the degradation of fees came about before 14.
Interesting. Then that has to be about the competition then. It has to be about focusing more on volume and market share than it is on service offering and quality. It has to be. So the volume became more important. And I feel that the knock-on effect is that you can't then pay your individuals within your business more money. But even if you break that back even a little bit further, Chris, even if an agent is receiving 1% of the fee, a negotiator that's negotiating that deal, for £10,000 the average client, that's a lot of money, but £10,000 more for the seller means the agent's got to do more work. And from my experience of old, agents will spend more time negotiating with the seller to come down than they will negotiating with the buyer to come up, because it's potentially a £10 or £20 difference in the income that they receive. It's nothing. It's nothing. Why would you put more time and effort in for such little gain? So my belief is that if the packages changed and the way in which people are compensated were to improve, you would see a much better service offering, much better delivery.
It's chicken and the egg though, isn't it? You need higher fees to pay higher wages.
You've got to be brave. We encourage all of our partners that join us, you've got to be brave. You've got to invest in your marketing. You've got to be prepared to accept, especially if you've come from somewhere like Purplebricks or a high volume business, accept that you're not going to be seeing 8 appointments a week. You might see 8 a month, but that's okay, because you'll list more of them. You'll get better income from each of them because you're retaining the lion's share of the income.
But I'm not getting market share and I can't brag about my pie chart.
You don't need it.
Yeah, but I want my pie chart.
Well, then we're not the right business for you. If we're going down that path.
Therein lies the answer.
Yeah.
We have to be brave. It's all mindset, isn't it?
100% mindset. And that's one of the biggest challenges, that when people transition from online or traditional estate agency into the self-employed, the mindset has to change.
Thank you for your insight today, James.
My pleasure.